Hello there, this is Michael Kies, and today I'm sharing with you one of the worst experiences we can have and how to overcome it, turn the situation around and get the listing. If you've been in real estate for a while, this situation has happened to you in one way, shape or form. You see, I went to a listing appointment at 4 o'clock on a Friday afternoon. Now I had to pick my daughter up at 6 o'clock for basketball, so I didn't leave enough time. So I pulled up stumps at about 5:15 and I said, look, I'll come back Sunday afternoon and see you at 4 o'clock on Sunday afternoon. So I had it reappointed for 4 p.m. Sunday. I arrived on Sunday afternoon at exactly 4 p.m. and found it a bit strange that I had to knock a couple of times. Finally, Mr. Clark comes to the door. He's stretching, he's rubbing his eyes as if he's just got up off the couch. And he said to me, "Who are you?" Now I thought I was in a spot of bother at that time. I said, "I'm Michael Kies from Kies Real Estate." He said, "Oh, look, sorry, I should have called you. We've already selected another agent." Now, what do you do here? Well, you can accept defeat graciously and say, "Thank you very much for your time, wish you all the best." Or you can find out exactly what's going on. And this will help you find out if there's any chance of getting the listing. So I asked him, "Have you signed a listing agreement with the other agent?" He said, "No, but we've made our decision on which agent we're going to use." I said, "Well, while I'm here, why don't I come in and have a cup of tea?" So I went in, and while I was having the cup of tea, I went straight on to my listing presentation. At the end of the presentation, I asked for the listing, but they said no and reminded me. They said, "Look, Michael, we have already selected another agent to sell our house." So from there, I went straight on to the order sheet close, and I got the listing form out and I asked them for their full names. They said, "We're not going to sign anything with you today." I said, "That's fine. Signing anything with me is going to be the very last thing I'm going to ask you to do." But I said, "You need to know what's in this form." So I filled the entire form out and I put it in front of Mrs. Clark and I said, "All you've got to do is authorise here and I can start getting you happily moved straight away." She said, "No, we've already selected another agent." I said, "Well, if you've selected another agent, you'll be signing a form like this with the other agent. So you're going to want to know what's in this form in its entirety." So I said, "I better read the form to you." So I read the entire listing agreement to them, all the fine print. And I got to the end of it. And I said, "Mrs. Clark, all you have to do is authorise this form and I can get started on helping you get happily moved immediately." And I slid the form in front of her with the pen on the form. There was dead silence. And she unfolded her arms and she picked up the pen and she signed the agreement. Then Mr. Clark came over and he signed the agreement as well. And I walked out with the listing, and that family sold 5 houses with me over the years. I had to ask for their business many times that Sunday afternoon, but I got the business. And here are some of the simple steps to securing the listing in this and similar situations. Be polite. Get back inside the house. Create the opportunity to present. Believe that you'll do the best job for them and you are the very best agent for them. Have the persistence of a child, have the courage to use the order sheet close, and be determined to get the listing. Apply this in your real estate career and you'll have great success in real estate. I want you to be present. I want you to be bold. I want you to be enthusiastic. And until next week, this is Michael Kies saying goodbye